head to the sky. Youngins, but we focus, working out and coping, bidding, always joking, eyes on the prize. Commissary bloated, doing all our homework, gates about to open. Came out on the same thing, had to get it back, living.
We're here once again, and I think we already spoke on this, so we have Mr. Jamgo in the building to deliver us the final say on this battle. But if anything's changed, we can talk about that too. I think we didn't talk about the New York aspect.
Right.
So again, hit the like button. We appreciate that 100%. The algorithm is not rocking with your boy. My subscriber count don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. So I'll be saying at the beginning of every video nowadays. And this was they got me. They won. You win, Diz. Murda Mook versus Geechi Gotti. Murda Mook versus Geechi Gotti. We spoke on this previously, but we didn't factor in New York, New York, New York. Take us away, Mr. Jamgo.
This is one of them ones.
Yes, sir.
This is one of them ones. We got Mook and Geechi. This is almost, you want to say, familiar territory for Geechi. I mean, yes, it's in New York. But this
you wanted it in New York, by the way, too.
Facts.
Scary.
Geechi wanted that.
Scary. That's scary. But for me, this is one of them classic, like, heart over your head battles. Which one do you choose? You choose your head or you choose your heart?
Okay, Mr. Vets over everything. Go ahead.
This is Mr. Vets over everything. I've picked against Geechi so many times.
He knows, too.
He knows. And salute to Geechi.
He takes
I've picked him in a lot of battles, too, but... this is one of them ones you're going to New York. Before you face Lux, who was a New York giant, but at home.
Right.
Okay.
In Long Beach, facts.
At home.
Right.
You had everybody behind you. You had the crowd behind you. You had, there was a lot of, like you said, caveats in that battle. You watch it back. Some people, might change your mind a little bit. But
about what?
About how the battle turned out.
About who won? Or like just saying... Never mind. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish.
We here today.
Are you saying about who won?
We here today.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
Yeah, pop on. We here though.
I don't think, with that being said though, I don't think Geechi battling Lux really has anything to do with the outcome of this battle.
Agreed.
I don't.
But does it add motivation for Mook?
I don't know. Yeah, probably a little bit. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't say.
What does that say if Lux couldn't do it, but Murda Mook can?
Well, Mook beat Lux, so
they're 1-1. Don't do that.
Most recent transactions.
They're 1-1.
Who won the last one?
They're 1-1. We're looking for a trilogy.
That says a lot about Geechi then.
Right.
If Lux couldn't do it.
Right. Yeah.
Like that says a lot about Geechi. Seriously though. I mean, it does, and he deserves that respect.
Facts.
He definitely does. But this is Mook coming back to New York. If he's him, right? If Mook is him, the Jordan, the number one, the face, whatever you want to call it, he has to figure it out. From that Reed battle, if he hasn't figured it out from then what? Like where do we go from here with him if he does not figure this out?
So when you say figure it out, right? Let me play devil's advocate here. What do you mean?
Look, I'm bar heavy guy. I'm bar guy. He had it against Reed. He had the bars, but we know the eye test.
Right.
He didn't pass it.
Right.
And I'm the biggest Mook fan there is. I'm all about the old school, the Jordan, the Smack era, the whatever it is. He didn't pass the eye test.
Right, right, on that stage.
Stage.
So that's what I just want to make sure. Because the material, right, Murda Mook always has great material. It's just, when you got 1,500 people there, are they going to sit through it? I think one of the best Mook performances was the Tay-Rock battle. Like, you know what I mean, in recent years.
But he had complete freedom, though.
Right. It was 4 people in the room.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like when you get to those.
There's no pushback on any material.
Right. And you deliver something that, like, at that point, you're not worried about whether it hits because this is 100% for the cam. Now, again, you got 1,500 people and it's them coming back to New York.
Right.
So, and then do they battle last?
That's another thing.
Because Irving Plaza, let's think about it. Now we get to tell we all have a war story. Keep it real short. Doors open at 12. Doors open at 1. What time did you get there? 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. You standing in line. They battle last. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battles. Any surprise battles on this card?
I don't think so.
All right, so we got 5 battles. Let's give them an hour each, plus the little intermissions. If they're not battling, doors. Oh, this say 3 p.m.
Yeah, but this is caffeine. They're gonna move a little bit quicker.
Right, but
you know?
it say 3 p.m. So what time do you get in line? You're Joe fan. You're not champion. Like, you don't just pull up.
Yeah.
You've been in line since 11 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. They battling at 9:30. Boy, them dogs is barking. I'm just saying. It's another factor.
Are we expecting, because expectations for Mook are pretty high, I would say, too. Wouldn't you agree?
It's this no slight to Murda Mook, but his name is so prestigious
Right.
that expectations always going to be high. He
Right.
has the crown on his head.
Right.
Again, we bring up his name after years and years and years. You could be doing good all your life,
Right.
or all your battle career, and somehow, some way, we're like, yo, but you ain't seen Mook yet, though.
Right.
We mention you after somebody's been great for so long. We mention them with Mook.
Right.
So with
Right,
that
you got to
comes,
get there.
Whether you're in the mix like we
Yeah.
are, or if you're like an
Yeah.
everyday Joe Schmo
Right.
on the block, or like an industry artist or something
Right.
like that, they're always going back. Well, did he
Did
battle
you
Mook?
Murda Mook? Right.
Yeah.
Murda Mook.
The Snoop Dogg's, Allen Iversons, they say his name. The Kevin
Right.
Harts
Right.
say Murda Mook's
Bro,
name.
Murda Mook is
He's
the
a global-
reason.
yeah, he's
the reason for a lot of. Well, I'll speak for myself. Like, he's one of the reasons that I am a battle rap fan. So
T-Rex for me, T-Rex NH.
okay.
Do we? This is where I get torn, because again, do we want like a new Mook? Like we always say,
That's
we want
what I
a
always-
new,
There you
or
go.
do we
You
want
asked
the
him.
old Murda?
But can the old
Which-
Murda control 1,500? Can he entertain 1,500 people?
It's such like a
we
catch-22,
don't need
because
a new Mook.
if he gives us a new Mook and it doesn't work, man, should have had the do-rag on.
Right.
Again, my opinion is we do not need a new Mook. Again,
If he puts the do-rag on and it doesn't go, where's that new Mook? Where's the Tay-Rock Mook? Where's
Why
the...
he ain't updated stuff?
Total
Yeah.
Slaughter versus Loaded Lux. What did he do in that first round? What did he do in that second round? It was
Yeah.
more firepower-ish in terms, instead of making you think.
Right.
Think now it's more think about what I'm doing and I'm
Right.
doing this and that. Pay attention. Then you got to read the dollar. When you read the dollar's this and it's more of a pay attention or really think and
does
process.
that work against
On
a
a
serve
stage-
from Geechi?
It's on a stage that we've seen again for the fans doesn't work. You know, I mean, if you read it out, it's like, oh, this makes sense.
Right.
I think the Mook that's been successful is the more firepower, having funish Mook. Again, versus Lux, he was having more funish, more firepower. The
Yeah.
chopper hold 32 passengers, like
Right.
that's more fun. Tay Rock,
Yeah.
not Tay Rock, pardon me. Again, he did amazing that battle, but was nobody there.
Right.
The 2-on-2
Okay.
battle against when he had Calico versus T-Top
And
and
Twerk.
Twerk. He was having more fun, a lot more firepower. We don't need a new Mook. We need a Mook that utilizes the firepower more, in my personal opinion. Again, I'm a fan. I'm not telling him what he should and shouldn't do. He should
Right.
already know.
Right.
But what I'm saying from a fan's perspective, of what we want to hear, what we consume, what we go crazy for in the crowd, I can speak on that behalf. Though. I'll tell you that though, MCs. I can speak on that regard. And I've been in the crowd for years. I've been in the crowd for over a decade. So we talk about what we have credentials or we don't have. I got credentials on that. Like SM1. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Club Santos. No one.
Yeah.
We was in the buildings. We was there.
Not me. I wasn't there.
I'm just saying. So I've been in the crowd for over a decade before I even decided to say, yo, it's your boy Jay Black. I've been Jay Black since 2006. Don't get that twisted. But before I even turn on camera,
Right.
I was in the crowds watching you dudes. All right? So from a fan's perspective, speaking on what I've seen people around me wanted to hear, you know what I'm saying? What's up? You did that bar. I'm speaking on that behalf. And I say, you know what I'm saying, we need a Mook or the people be more receptive to, because again, I feel like for the most part, MC wants to hear everybody say they won.
Right.
Not just an individual over here or right there or this disrespected MC. They want to hear the masses. I think he felt more gratified when he battled Tay-Rock.
Right.
And the end result was, we all think you won.
Right.
As opposed to just a select field where it's 50-50 or him versus Reed is close. You can watch it back for the second and third time, collect everything. Okay, Murda Mook won.
Right.
Oh, you still got Reed. But it was like, it's on the fence. It's debatable.
Right.
He doesn't want that feeling.
Right.
So I think you want to be more receptive to the fans and the crowd to have that clear win to the masses. And I think, again, a more firepower based Mook. He could
Which is not also to say dumb it down either.
They're not dumbing it
You know
down.
what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Because I think
Firepower.
some of these artists and battlers, like, kind of take it like it's going against my integrity to
Yeah,
do
right,
that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right.
But in this climate, it's not dumbing it down. It's just performing to the best of your ability and using everything in your arsenal to kind of take over. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Again, like I think you gotta think the NBA player, right? They know for certain games in the All-Star. Not saying this is All-Star game. I feel like this is a serious matchup. It's
Right.
Murda Mook versus Geechi Gotti.
Right.
This is a heavyweight bout. This is one of the most serious battles of the year. Period.
Right.
This is not an All-Star game.
This is
one
another
of the finals.
legacy battle.
Yeah, this is a legacy. You got, first of all, everybody says this before we even start. We talk about Murda Mook, Mount Rushmore, GOAT status,
Right,
all
right.
that, the logo, the
Right.
global this, the global that.
Right.
You have a guy that's approaching, like really, people are saying his name a lot. Geechi Gotti. When they
Yeah.
mentioned, they're starting to say Geechi Gotti did this, he did that. They're saying, yo, his face be in Mount Rushmore. That's what they're saying. They calling him, oh, this. He's the new age. He's this era, you, or even better. So you gotta think he battled Howard the Don, Disaster, and Loaded Lux. This is all within a year span. What would a win over you do? What would a win over Murda Mook do for Geechi Gotti? You cannot let this man win.
Yeah.
Do you know the talks that's gonna happen? Do you
In
know
New
the
York.
conversation?
Right. If he
So
wins
now there's not
in
even
New
no
York, right,
excuses.
right.
There's no excuses.
Right.
It's in New York. And here's the thing, though. They think we control the conversation. I'll be quiet. I won't put out no champion episodes, nothing, when the match was done. But I'm telling you what the people will say.
Okay.
I won't even tweet if y'all want that. I won't even tweet. Oh, Jay Black is the reason. I'm not the reason. I promise you. I won't even tweet if y'all want that. And watch what the people say. Watch what they say if Geechi wins this matchup. Oh my goodness. And he wants to retire? Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Good luck. Good luck.
Anything else you want to add, or? I mean, for me, let me just. I want to see from my era. I want to see Jordan come back and beat LeBron.
Okay.
Just personally,
Okay.
Yeah, that
just
was
to
beautiful.
say he could do it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like just to say he could do it. That's not to say I want Geechi to lose. I just want to see that it could happen. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's where my heart comes into it. Like
Right.
I'm that much of a fan. I want to know that it could happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I just want to get that off my chest.
We all know who we got winning because we already did this. Who do you have?
I'm edging Geechi in this one.
Okay.
I hate. I know. I can't believe I'm saying
Wow.
it. It was like Jason Garrett last night saying "Fly Eagles Fly" when watching the game. But I mean,
I didn't believe that.
my head. If I want to be honest with myself,
Right.
Geechi 2-1. But I'd love to see Jordan come back and beat LeBron, especially at home.
Yeah.
What it would say for New York and for Mook and for the culture, like.
Right.
I think it would be huge. And it's still, I don't think would take really much away from Geechi's legacy at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, if you lose to Mook or Lux, I hate to say it, but it doesn't matter.
And he would probably laugh about it after. He'd laugh it off after. But just to say that he came back and beat Geechi,
Right.
I think it would be huge. But to put a prediction on it, Geechi 2-1.
I felt two ways about this. And
Tough
the
for
last-
me to say. But
Not even a battle. I think you had Loaded Lux versus Geechi Gotti in LA, and you had Murda Mook versus He's the Block Captain. Of course, as a fan, I wanted it to happen on this last minute. You probably went the
Right.
best product for Murda Mook because he's comfortable
Right.
in how he's been operating this whole
course.
time. So I'm not even against that. Shout out to Murda Mook for doing what he did. But if there was 2 L's that day, do you know what it would have done to the old
Right.
era?
Yeah.
Oof.
It would have hurt.
Yeah.
You know what it would have done with Mount
Mark would have
Rushmore?
retired.
Oof.
Mike
Yeah, I would have.
Mark.
You know what I'm saying?
Mook and
It would
Lux.
have hurt. So what I say now is Murda Mook is in position to keep Mount Rushmore what it is.
Okay.
Even though I feel like Mount Rushmore should be done. If you have Mount Rushmore, it should be already done. You don't.
Right.
You can't
Right,
change
you
it.
can't-
But
Right,
they
you
keep
can't
putting,
change
they
it.
keep,
Change
you
it.
keep saying Geechi's on there,
Yeah.
Geechi's on there, but guess who they never take off? Mook.
Yeah.
They never take Mook off.
That's true.
So
Never
I
take
would
Mook off.
say he has chance to preserve it. The overall, Battle Rap is a savage place.
Yeah.
Anything's being said every day, so it is what it is. They change. They add 10 faces. They scribble off a face and
Right.
add this face.
Right.
And
Their Mount
and
Rushmore is in pencil.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
They erase it every day for
Right.
somebody new. So again, shout out to Murda Mook, shout out to Geechi Gotti. Looking forward to the best. And I will say this. I don't know why we're ever in question. If Murda Mook wins, we'll say it.
100%.
If Geechi Gotti
We'll be
wins,
breaking this
we
down.
will say it.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not against Murda Mook, I'm not for Murda Mook. I'm not against Geechi Gotti. I'm not for Geechi Gotti.
Right.
Respectfully, and I say this with all respect, shake my hands, both of you. Salute to you, salute to Geechi Gotti. I don't really care who wins. Because if Geechi wins, I don't get paid more. If Murda Mook wins, I don't get paid more.
Right.
I'm not going out to eat with either one of you.
Right.
I mean, you could, shout out to you guys, but it doesn't matter to me.
Right.
And for all you MCs, it doesn't matter for me. Y'all get your heads. There is no, nobody's telling us to say who won. It's who we actually genuinely feel won.
Right.
All right, so salute to Murda Mook and salute to Geechi Gotti.
You had Gechi too, or
Yeah,
okay.
I think everybody
Geechi, yeah.
did. So,
Yeah,
so I feel
yeah.
like there's a slight advantage to Murda Mook right there. 'Cause there's a shock value, I would say.
he
Underdog.
watches too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I receive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
we know.
Yeah.
But again, I say proving people wrong is it's something gratifying there.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, what you gonna say now? Say something now. Say something now. Because again, you gotta think, when he battled Tay-Rock, he was one of the first ones to say, okay, Mook got that.
Right.
No question.
Facts.
No question. Mook got
Facts.
that.
Facts.
So,
I'd love to see them go third. I would love to say it. I would just love to say it.
so do you put them third? Where do you put them?
Am I URL or am I manager?
You can be both.
If I'm URL, y'all going last. Y'all my main event. I don't want anybody to leave.
Pay for this.
Yeah, I want everybody in.
No, I understand that. By all
But if I'm Mook or Geechi's manager, absolutely, yeah, third. It's a 5 battle card, third. That's where y'all going smack dab in the middle. The crowd, they got their 2 battles. They're warmed up. They're ready for battle rap now. Bam! I'm in charge. That's how it's going down. That's where I'm putting down.
I agree. If you're the
I ain't
business,
gonna hold
you go last.
Right.
If you're the fan, if you're a fan of the crowd, which I will be for the most part, if I'm not commentating all throughout, sheesh. I would say third or fourth, or let's do K-Shine and Jack Boy after Murda Mook and Geechi. What else? What the matchup?
Man, yeah, because I'm looking at the card, right? Stumbles and Slade have to open up.
Yeah,
I go Stumbles and Slade. I go Stumble Slade, Jazz Vixen, Geechi Mook, Shine Jack, Arsenal Swamp. I'll let Arsenal.
You can put Arsenal Swamp
So
last.
why would we sacrifice Arsenal Swamp like that? Because if you just said to make people leave.
Well, no. The thing, I mean, that's the business side of it. Like, I'm talking about from the fan perspective. That's the way I would want the battle, the card order to go. The business, how this shit is printed is probably how it's going to go. From a business standpoint, just makes perfect sense.
Let me do it in my head too.
I'm about to say, what you gonna call them?
No.
Hand me a Skittles while you over there.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, I'm sorry.
What I would do from a fan's perspective.
What battle goes first? What opens up the card?
Stumbles, Kid Slate.
All right, that happened.
Give me Arsenal and Swamp.
Okay.
And then Murda Mook and Geechi.
Uh-huh.
And then you could do K-Shine and Jack Boy. And then you could do Jazz versus Vixen.
They make Jazz Vixen go last.
From a fan's perspective.
Okay.
But from a business side, how this lined up, you go that same way. This actually makes sense from a business perspective. I mean, from a fan, you could do that. Stumbles
Shine
versus
with that
Kid
energy
Slay,
going last. Though,
Arsenal
it's tough.
Swamp,
It's tough.
K-Shine, Jack Boy. It's in order for real for a card.
Right.
Set up
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, that's how it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a bad look.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only a 5 battle card, so it's not like, but
Yeah. All right. We can leave it there. Again,
start at 3.
shout out to everybody in the car. Shout out to Murda Mook and
Should be about
Gotti.
10.
We want a classic, though. Give us a classic.
Give us a classic, please. Shout out to Mook and Geechi.
Salute. Champion! Thank you for watching. And for more exclusive content and to be a part of the process, please subscribe to the Champion Gold Patreon. Salute. Shake my hand.
They tryna handle the wave, I can show them. I get my brothers paid like I owe them. Go crazy with a couple K's like I'm owed them. These haters in my face like I know them. Snakes all up in the grass till I'm on them. If they ain't in my clique, I don't bro 'em. My circle is tight knit like a